take a video because, oh yeah, what's your mic do? OBS using the webcam. Oh, is it really? Okay, hang on. Hang on. You're right. There we go. Is that better? Yeah, sorry about that. Well, I keep forgetting whenever I plug in that webcam, it just totally messes everything up. I can't, I'm sorry, I can't zoom in. In that case, we're going to make this big. And we're going to make that here. We're going to okay, that looks better. This is an April Fool's stream. No, sorry. I literally, basically what happened was I was like, I'm gonna stream, I'm gonna do work stuff, and then I just totally fell asleep. I just totally fell asleep. Oh my god, I woke up and I'm like, shit. And then I was like, well, now I can't sleep because I'm thinking about stuff. So anyway, what this is this is Minesweeper that a coworker of mine today vibe coded using the Gemini 2.5 thinking model. And he got it to work, I think, in about 30 minutes. He had a little bit more trouble with it than I did. I don't know why, but whatever. The point is it works. We wrote, well, I mean, I was looking at him, and we wrote not a single line of code at all. The only things that it had problems with were like, it tried including a bunch of other headers, which ASTXC just doesn't have. A couple things with the board, and I think a Minesweeper is actually kind of tricky because Minesweeper actually has like hidden tiles, so like it's not extremely obvious even to the rendering engine to see like what should the board look like, right? There's a couple things there. One problem he had was like he has 10 mines on this game, and it seemed like it would sometimes place like 3 or 4 and then stop, even though it's claimed to have put all 10 on. And when asking the prompt, it's like, okay, like let's redo how we do it, and it worked. And there's still checks on it to say like sometimes it may actually do only 3 or 4 mines. We don't know why it will work, but we're going to keep the check in there for you. The random generator is actually really cool. I think it's really cool. It's something I would actually use. It's really just y equals mx plus b. Rand c is y, m is this number, and b is this number, and that's really how I would do it myself for work. But you want to see this thing? Let's do it. So I'm going to turn on, here, what are you going to vibe code today? You're going to see, basically what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you a couple projects we did today, and then I'm going to try to expand Python. Okay, let's go head over. Oh. Okay, so we're going to send this over. We're going to compile it on the Altair. Because for some reason, Noah, my coworker, was convinced that this thing would actually compile in like a reasonable amount of time. Now, Des, you know what's kind of interesting is we had to like physically ask for human readable code because after many times through the AI, you would get functions that are like 6 lines long and 1,180 characters long. Like, it is nuts. Anyway, let's head all over. Dude, there's no way this thing compiles in any reasonable amount of time. I might have to cross-compile this. Like, come on, dog. Oh no, you know what we could also do today? We could also put the, let's go see format or something. Yeah. You know what, I think I might actually just cross-compile this, because this is kind of silly. Yeah, let me do that. We tried setting, dude, it might take like a few minutes. CC is the C compiler, but you still have to assemble it and then you have to link it. Like, look, it's still trying to compile. Here. There. Oh, right. Pip cdir.h equals. This is just pip cdir.h equals p stdio.h. This is just moving headers around. Okay, there we go, that compiled. It's still compiling. It's still compiling. See, look, we'd have to assemble it. Look, it's built. Right there. Okay. You can't see, but the Aztec, but the Altair is still freaking compiling it. It's not frozen. It's just the front panel's still blinking. So let me stop it and then let me run it again. It just finished compiling. How long was that? Okay, we'll be back. Okay, we're just gonna send it over. Oh, right. Okay. Like, look, but the other thing is, that was just CC. Then you have to assemble it and then you have to link it, and linking takes the longest. That, I think, would have easily taken 10 minutes or more. Okay, let's go run it. Okay, So the way this thing does a random number generator is you just slam the keyword, and then that will be the random seed. This was vibe coded. This was vibe coded. You see that? Like, Noah had a problem where, like, it tried to randomly generate mines before you tried revealing the first one, but no, Minesweeper has to generate mines after reveal the first one. And then he said that, and then, no, sorry, he didn't even say that. The thinking model caught that the next prompt, and it fixed it automatically. Like, it happens to. Yeah, so that's the thing about the thinking models. They can literally spot its own mistakes sometimes. It happened to me many times. Yeah, do you see this? Like, do you see this game? Look there. It has a win condition. Isn't that nuts? So that's mine. Now, that's impressive. Now let me show you what terrifies us all. MicroPy.c is a vibe-coded. Noah and I did nothing. Now, granted, we spent much more time on MicroPy than Minesweeper. And let me tell you a little bit about this. This took much more time, but also... Oh, sorry. I'm so sorry. There we go. The other thing is with this, we had to coax the AI to make this for us, like really hard, because it kept trying to, it just didn't want to, and wanted to refuse to make this game for us. Sorry, it really tried to refuse to make this program for us for whatever reason. I kept saying, oh, these things you want are really hard to do. They'll take up a lot of space, but honestly, look, I'll show you. MicroPy.c our test, and then if I compile it, it's only 18 kilobytes in size. So 26 kilobytes is the source code, and this is human readable source code. In fact, let me show you what the human unreadable source code looks like. This is the unreadable source code. Look at this. So this is our string library, string.h. It just did that. This is our main. Look at this. We had to ask for human readable code. Code that it would insert, like just insert, it would create human readable code, but then the second time it would run through the prompt, it would become unreadable. Yeah, this is the evaluation expression, the one that, like, look at that. Isn't that nuts? Anyway. So this is the human readable version. And what it can do, you can, it sort of does Python 2.7 syntax. You can declare variables. You can print, you know, you can print strings, hard strings. You can print expressions. You can do one-line while loops. That's like the big thing. One-line while loops. Let me show it up to you on the real thing. Oh, sorry. Oh my God. It also has a Python interpreter. Can we have multi-line stuff in it? So Noah, when I left today, I left a little early. Noah tried working with the prompt to make multi-line stuff, but he was like probably 40 prompts deep, so he might not have had enough time to do so. And also, when that chat gets long, that web page grinds to a fucking halt. So yeah, it was getting pretty tedious to try to code with it. But because I have the file, and I have a human readable file, and I can load it into a new chat, I can hopefully sort of load it into the AI, describe what I want it to do or what it's supposed to be, and then see if it can help me pick up where we left off. One moment. There we go. You should write a whole paragraph for it, and then the features and stuff you want. That's how I one-shot my 3D renderer. I should. And Noah was so skeptical about this AI that he was like, dude, there's no way this would actually work. And I kept telling him, you have to do it. You have to just trust me on this. This AI is like no AI you've ever used before. And I'm not just saying that to be some hype beast or something. It truly is. Like, not even the offline DeepSeek models are like this. That takes a long time to start. We've only run it using the we've only run it using SimH at full speed, and it looks like it worked fine then. This is I don't know why. Actually, you know what? I haven't tried using it. Let's see. No, it works. Well, the thing is, if you can see, you can't see it on here, but all the lights are pretty much on the Altair, which makes it look like it's hung. There's nothing blinking. Okay, you know what? We're going to have it run like that, and we're just going to let it sit and see if it actually allocates anything. Okay, so here, if you can see the emulator here, supposedly we did try it at full speed, at realistic speed on SimH, but I'm not convinced it worked correctly. Because look here, on SimH, it just works. Or for some reason, like, the speed doesn't stick or something. But as you can see, here. One second, I'm just trying to get you guys. There we go. Okay. I'm just trying to get you guys good here so you can actually see what I'm doing. So here is the interpreter, and supposedly this is running at realistic speed. A equals 10. B equals, can it do this? Yeah. Print A, print B, A plus B, if, I don't know if it does nested stuff yet, if A plus B equals 30, print correct. Look at that. Oh, by the way, it's still trying to load. I don't know why it's not working. I'm just gonna let it sit for a little bit longer, and then I don't know why it's not working, folks. I can try compiling the human unreadable version and then running that on the hardware, because this is just, I don't know why it's not working. But anyway, look at that. That's a Python interpreter. So if we, that is a DSPU joke, but that is the Altair BSOD, is the is the lights on. Now there is one light that's not on, which leads me to believe it's not actually hung. So that's why we're letting it sit. But this is pretty ridiculous. I keep forgetting that this isn't actually the Altair. So this is the dude, I don't Python, but it takes 2 hours to load. Something's going on. It shouldn't take this long to start up. I'll have to figure that out. But basically, this is a Python file, and we can run it by just doing micropy test.py. Look at that. A plus B is 15, right? A plus C is 25. And while A is less than 50, A equals A plus 1. And then print A. That's Python. That's Python. Let's try to vibe code this some more. By the way, it's still hung there. So let's do this. Let's take the human readable version. We're going to copy that. Well, you say Lua would be easier, which I can try at some point, maybe tonight, but Lua is simpler than Python. It is simpler than Python, and it has brackets, and brackets really just make everything easier. You know what? Right, we also did we tried to do a Doom clone for the Apple SE, for the Macintosh SE. Oh, it's then and end. Thank you, Despia. We did a Doom style game in C#, and this one shot, completely, it just gave us everything we needed. We also did a one-shot for a Crystal Quest clone, which Noah wanted to see if it could clone a somewhat esoteric game from the Macintosh SE to Windows, and it did. I mean, it wasn't perfect. It was, like, the gameplay wasn't correct, but it knew enough to basically make a game that you could look at and be like, oh, that is Crystal Quest. Okay. So, let's see, how do I upload a file? Okay, so we're going to add that. We're going to say, this is it's still loading, by the way. It's still loading. This is a MicroPython style interpreter for CP written with the Intel 8080 in mind. As you can see, it uses an older style. I'm not using the word KNRC because KNRC is the one that like scared this AI away. Style. It must use an older style of C. No line comments. Sorry, I can't, I will say this. This is written for the Aztec C compiler. So every variable function name must have the first 8 characters of their names be. Yeah, I'll try a Lua one for one shot. Be unique. It uses an older style of C syntax. As you can see, only block comments are allowed, and you must declare variables and functions first before using any of them or code. Right now, this interpreter can print hard strings, print arithmetic evaluations, assign variables, and do single line if and while statements and loops. Gonna be a big grab snack and drink, been raw dogging gaming, compile for like 8 hours, shot liquid or free. Dude, go get stuff, man. This is, yeah, that's rough, that's rough. Sweet, yeah. Single and parsing PY files. I want to expand the if statements and while loops to multi-line. Please write me the code. Okay, we're gonna one-shot it. Okay. We're going to see if this actually does anything useful. Noah was able to get it to do it. I was not able to get it last night or the other night. By the way, like, something's clearly going wrong. This, like, yeah. In fact, while we're waiting, let me compile this. Okay, so I wrote out the binary. Now I'm going to shut this down. Load it up. Send it over. This is compiling the non-human readable one. Wait, did I just try sending the wrong thing over? Yo, Desp. Yeah, did I just like try sending the wrong thing over? Did I try running something that I shouldn't have? Well, let's try running it. I think I sent over the C file, and I tried using that. I tried running a C file as an executable. I think that's what happened. But look, we have it running. Look at that. Look at that. It works. I have Python running on an Altair hardware, physical hardware, completely vibe coded. Completely vibe coded. Okay. Now, let's take a look at what this chat has given us. Okay, so basically, so I know I'm not supposed. It's Python, right? Yeah, you're right. It's not actual Python, but it's just Python. Noah likes reading the prompt just to see like what the actual capabilities of it were. Basically, so designed for the new while logic and stuff. Honestly, with Lua, you could probably just take the entire Lua source and slam it into the context window and then tell it to make it work on the Altair. I'm not about to, but we will do a Lua parser. This is too good. So basically, we parse from the start of files and whiles. Find plan. Multi-line if using end if. So basically, it's really hard to parse whitespace. So it's just saying use end if. Defer multi-line whiles for now. Add a comment explaining the difficulty in keeping single line version. The file. Oh, I'm sorry. I there we go. I'm sorry. I keep the window up. Basically, what it's saying is you can use multi-line if with end if they throw end if in there, which is at that point is no longer Python. And it says defer multi-line while. So we're gonna keep working at this. I think we will just copy and paste, I think. Yeah. And we'll just copy and paste. Oh, sorry. So we're going to save that. We're just going to compile it. Yeah, MicroPython would be, Python would be better with an end while. There. Okay. So I've written out. Oh, yeah, no, exactly. The end if would be good. So let's send this all over. Hey. Oh my gosh. Okay. Right. Let's work on the I'm going to copy and paste. Okay. We're going to see if this source file will run. Okay, let's try it out. Okay. Okay, so the next prompt we're going to have is, MicroPython 1.2. Next prompt we're going to have is we're going to say, please ignore the comments. In fact, let me build up that prompt. Please have the interpreter ignore comments in the scripts. Okay. Okay. So let me see if that worked out. First, set x equals 10, y equals 5. If x is greater than 5, print x is bigger. Do x equals x minus 1, and if x equals 9, print x is now 9. Which is correct. Z equals 0, well, z equals less than 3. Z equals z plus 1. Print z. Okay, cool. Man, okay. I really want it to do. I think what we're ending up doing is we're ending up making Lua anyway. Like, like we're kind of doing Lua anyway. Um, please do multi-line while loops. Please do multi-line while loops. I'm just gonna hit go because, yeah. File only and seek if not running interactively. Use ftail before while. So yeah, this is kind of what I told Noah is kind of the problem. See, the problem is when you do an interactive shell, multi-line is hard because you have to completely redo the way you do the user input in the interpreter, and that's not easy. So we have the original version. I do like the it's rough. It's kind of rough. I also didn't know you only have 3 prompts at a time. REPL multi-lines. It could. You'd think it would be smart enough to REPL multi-lines, but wait, what is that? This isn't giving me the full code. Wait, what is this? What is this? No. What? It didn't give me the full code. Give me a full code, please. Yeah, seriously, it did not give me the full code. For some reason, this isn't crunching into human unreadable code nearly as much. But maybe we haven't hit that point yet. Give me the full code, racial slur, 12 more slurs. I tried to tell Noah that you have to threaten the AI, and he wasn't convinced. And he was also like, dude, that's kind of mean. The thing with this AI is like you don't have to fight it. You don't have to fight it like every other AI I've used. Because like at work they're like, oh yo, we have this company specific AI that you can use based on ChatGPT 4 and use it for code. And no one really does, because literally half the time you use it, like say you use it for an hour, literally like 50% of the time you're fighting the prompt. And it's just not like, and by the time you get your code, it would have taken you the same amount of time to write it yourself. But this is different. I mean, this isn't like some revolutionary technology, right? This is a thinking model. You just throw it back into itself many times. I totally get it. But it's just that you don't have to fight the model. $40 kilobytes. 40 kilobytes of source code. Oh, that's horrible. I wonder if I'm going to run into a limit. What's going on? What's going on? Line 885. It's breaking down. It's breaking down. You see how there's this line shouldn't be here. This line should be at the top of scope. No, I can't ignore that error. No, like, see, yeah, you can't ignore the error. Okay, I will say something like, line, there are some errors. For example, line 885. Yeah, it just has lines in the wrong places it shouldn't. Yeah, is not in the correct place for this compiler. I told you it. Any definitions must come at the start of program or bracket scope. Yeah. Okay. How much you want to bet it's not going to give me the full code? I should have put that in my rules in the beginning. Just give me the full code each time. So, basically, giving me the full code is good, but in actuality, like I'm eating up tokens. You like I could tell it to be like, you do no longer have to keep it human readable, but that just makes it also just harder to debug. But it shortens the C file a ton. So like, if 40 kilobytes of source code is kind of rough for any for any compiler on the Altair. Am I using 5%? I guess I am. I'm just scared to say, you know, I no longer need it to be human readable, because if I do, then debugging is going to be a bitch. Nice percentage calculator. Okay, let's take a look here. Let's see if this works. I guess it's becoming human unreadable. Compile this time. Okay, what did this thing even do? Hang on, I'm rolling it because I can't remember what we had this thing change. Oh my god. I had to ask like 4 times to get this shit to work. It's like, you have to fight the compiler, but it's not like hair-pulling errors. Okay, ignore that and then do multi-line while loops. Let's see. Okay, so it says multi-line while loops will only work while you ask for a change and forget what it was. Dude, my brain is cooked, dude. We'll use the F tail to record. So basically, okay. Give me an example script for this interpreter utilizing all our features. So having like having it do multi-line only with the file, it's totally fine. I don't care. Yeah, I'm sending it over. Look at this. Do you think this script would work? I like the version number. I wonder if the version number actually means anything. I'm just going to copy and paste. I like this. It knows Aztec C, and it knows the correct linking. Now, it totally misses the assembly line, the AS line, and in fact, it missed it for Noma too. I like all these errors. Semver versioning? Interesting. Okay, let us head over and let's try running it. That's so cool, dude. That's so cool. unexpected string. Let me, major breaking changes, minor adds. Okay, I gotcha. I get an error running your script. It says error on X stir during the variables and printing step. No, it seems to hit this very immediately. Please give me full code when you fix things. Episode room, apologies. The interpreter's assignment logic is prepared to input, not string assignments like message equals welcome. To specifically check for and handle string literals during assignment. So, will I actually be able to do string literals during assignment? Dude, please add formatted strings. I should post this to the Altair Arduino forums and be like, look at what I coded myself. I have Python running on, like, this is so sad because as for us printf implementation, I can't. I mean, I will, but like, this is so sad because like, someone could have sat down and written this. Like, someone could have sat down and made this. I could have sat down and made this. Instead, I chose not to. Instead, I chose to use the mark of the beast, the tool of the universal adversary, and write this code using AI. You see how it's getting shorter and shorter? It's getting more human, unreadable. It's pretty great. What? What? What is going on? How is that an error? What? How is this an error? Error 64, let's look. Inappropriate arguments. When a function is declared as opposed to defined, it is poor syntax to specify argument list. Oh. No. What? What does this mean? Am I losing my mind? I've got some account from AI. It's saying that this right here, that int main argc argv int argc int argv is wrong. Let me ask this because I can't figure something out. Did you change a bit of the main function? I'm getting a strange error about int argc char argv. What's it thinking? What did we do? I've slightly adjusted the FTL seek for declarations. Those don't likely relate to the error itself. Okay, so this is really strange. Did you see how more unreadable it's getting? It's very unreadable. Oh my god, it's so unreadable. There's only 540 lines now. It compiled this time. So it was fseek and ftell. Something about it didn't work. I'll say something like, thank you so much. As you can see, it's getting slower to type. Doing fseek ftells forward declarations. It now compiles. So basically, if you look up here, long ftell int fseek, and then we're going to search for what they did before. Long ftell int fseek. I don't know what it did. I don't know what it did. Okay. Okay, now let's send it over. friends made a cheat for a game and made one of the flags for the aimbot skin color. That's pretty based. That's pretty based, dude. Okay. That's great. I love it. Okay, let's go try it out. We have string literals now. It's running. I think I got an error saying string literal truncation. So I'll take a look at that. I think that's just a memory thing, or you just gotta change it to find somewhere. Let me quick off screen take a look at the script. Oh right, also I'm sorry. This can do random numbers too. You can do random in the seed. Let me look, loop J. We're right now around, is it like yours? What do you mean? Is it more like yours? Something's going wrong. If while keep go and J less than 2. Oh. Is it like mine? The game. No, this is just a test script. So basically we're in an infinite loop here. Loop J is not working. Here. I'll switch you out here. So this is example of loop controlled by Boolean. It looks like it should only. Oh, the seed. Sorry. No, I don't know. I don't know what the seed looks like. I would assume it does, but no. Sorry, it's not. We looked at this before. The mine seed is you have to type in a random string, and that's your initial seed. If you don't, it'll set to an initial pre-programmed value. The function of the pseudo-random number generator is the same, but the way it gets the seed is different. You have to supply your seed here, like manually. It doesn't have this string thing. It really should look in like command history or something for that. But as you can see, I'm in an infinite loop. It's still going. Basically, this Boolean doesn't work. Keep go and J less than 2. It should only work for 2. So let me go here. I have an error. Look how slow it's typing now. Now the lines at 94 line for do not work. I get into an infinite loop. I've had it where you would type and it would still be typing for 5 seconds after. Seriously, especially with like yeah, I don't remember this happening the other night, but yeah, this happens now. I get into an infinite loop where J seems to go way past the value 2 and keep going forever. I suspect no, I'm not even going to tell it what's going on. It's going to fix it for me. It's still going, by the way. Here, let me show you. It's still going. User is pouring an infinite loop in the while loop. Here's a script block. Okay. Debugging thoughts. Hypothesis. Perhaps a recursive call to parse value when executing the body is more corrupting the state. Let's re-examine. So it's logically correct, it reads. Revisiting fseek logic. The logic seems to be complex. Let's trace the pointer. Oh my god. So add debug print there too. Okay. Oh my god. I can't deal. Debug while. So it's just giving me debug code too. Oh my god. Okay. Oh my god. This is getting insane. It's even shorter. It's even shorter. Okay. This thing keeps fucking up. You must remember only block comments, please. Because as you can see, I'm getting these errors again. Now, see, these errors are things that I can just, fix myself. But I've told this thing, many times, block comments only. Wait, system instructions? Oh, optional tone and style instructions for the model. Oh, okay. I'm sorry. So basically I can just say like block comments only, KNR syntax up there, and then it should be, oh dude, that's sick. Okay, I'll tell Noah that tomorrow, because it was kind of frustrating. Oh, by the way, we're now at 4:10. Okay, let's try copying this. Vibe coding is fun, but it's not coding. The longest Python is ran on an Altair. That is very true. It is compiled. Okay. And the binary is only 20 kilobytes, dude. Okay, I'm back. I gotta go to bed soon. Gotta get up early, like in 3 hours. But I'm having too much fun. Okay. Okay, you also want to sleep this? Yeah, okay. I'll okay. We'll get that we'll try to get this script working and then we'll head to bed. Okay. Let's see. We've been awake for a while. We have been. Yeah. Okay, so it looks like it's not working still. Or let me look at the test. Keep equals true. Let me, before we do anything, let's do this. Sorry, you can't see what I'm doing, but I'm going to put parentheses around the Boolean here, like that. Okay, we're gonna just try running this. And if this doesn't work, we'll just head to bed. Okay. Okay, I think that's all it was. I just needed to do parentheses. I'll tell the prompt that, and then I'll head to bed. Do you see that? Okay. Okay, let me do that really quick and then we'll head to bed. I fixed it. You just need to, oh my god, I can't type. Just need to have the correct nested parentheses in the demo script. Like this. You can remove the recently added if while debugging state. Okay, okay. There we go. It works. We have Python running on an Altair 8800, a 50-year-old computer. Sorry, 40-year-old computer with while loops. And I think the next thing I want to do is I want to do functions. I don't know if it could ever do it, but I want to do functions. And if it could do functions, like I want to post this. I want to post this on the Altair forums and just be like, I know you're gonna flame me for this, but look at what the Altair can do. Okay, and with that, let's just head to bed. Okay? Pure vibe coding too. I'll let them know. Yeah. Yeah. Let's get it, man. We'll do functions later, and we'll see what happens. Good night.